Hello, Zungha.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I can't see you, Zungha. Is your camera on?
Yeah, my camera is a little bit not connected, so I have to wait a little bit more.
Okay. Okay, who else? Hello, Kian.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good, good. And Mrs. Ha. Hello, Mrs. Ha.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Good, good. Is it cold in Hanoi today?
It's very cold here.
Very cold,
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
But your background looks so tropical, looks so sunny.
Yeah,
Very nice to look at.
but today is too terrible cold here. Yes.
Okay, well, at least your background helps us feel warm, I hope.
Thank you. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, has anyone got any questions before we start? I've actually, Mrs. Ha, so is anyone not coming this afternoon that you know of?
I don't know, but I will take them now.
Okay, I guess Nam has finished, is that right?
Yes, maybe because he didn't tell me anything. Yes, but he finished already. He took the examination.
Yeah, he already took the exam, I
Yeah.
know. Okay, so maybe he's not coming to class.
Okay.
And who else isn't here that we usually have?
Ngọc,
Knock.
Ngọc,
Knock isn't here.
Ngọc. Okay. Maybe now he's coming.
Oh yeah, Knock is here.
Okay, she's here.
Good timing. Good timing.
Yeah, and Khánh Toàn.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Knock? Hello, Knock. Maybe she can't hear me yet.
Yeah, she's logging in.
She's logging in. Sure. Okay. Who else is missing? Gao Khan.
Toàn, yeah.
And anyone else?
Toàn, yeah. Yeah, I texted him already. So.
Okay. And anyone else, Mrs. Han?
Yeah, only Toàn.
Okay.
Can you make okay? Yeah, okay. Toàn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Hopefully he will join us soon. Okay, everyone, welcome to class for today. So I will share with you what we're doing. Just before I start, I know some of you might have the Ielts test coming up soon. Has anyone got the Ielts test coming up soon?
Kiên. Kiên lên, thầy bảo thầy sẽ giúp con tiếp đấy, con chủ động mà liên lạc với thầy nhá. Hôm trước thầy đã giúp cho Nam mấy buổi rồi đấy, thầy còn chủ động liên lạc với thầy. Okay.
Okay. Is Kian sitting the test soon?
Yeah. Kiên kìa,
Hello.
Kiên ơi.
Hello, Kian.
Yeah.
Kian, can you hear me? Kian.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Are you sitting the IELTS test soon?
Yes.
Okay. When are you sitting it?
Like early March.
Early March. So what, in about you mean like next week after next, 2 weeks?
I remember it's 11 or 12
11th or around the 11th or 12th of March. Okay. All right. No, that's good to know. I think Viet Lin and Nam have already sat the IELTS test this month. Is there anybody else? Anybody else sitting the IELTS test?
No, only
okay.
Kian. Yeah.
Okay, only Kian. Okay. All right. Kian, I will talk to you at the end of the lesson this afternoon, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Kian, please stay online when we finish the lesson. All right, let's get started. So we're going to do the idiomatic expressions shortly. I've got another test for you this afternoon using the words habit, customs, and practices, which are words which are a little bit confusing sometimes. So it's good to know the differences between them. We're going to review what we finished last week's lesson. Remember, I got you to write a paraphrase. We will look at that in a bit more detail. And then we will do writing task 1. We will look at a table and we will look at how you write, how you analyze and write if you are presented with a table. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at idiomatic expressions. We're going to be looking at expressions beginning with I and also some beginning with the letter J. So the first one is Michael. Michael?
Yeah,
Michael, can you read the first one for me, please? Number 1.
in drips and drafts, in small amounts at a time. What is that in E point? That E dot G.
E.g.
Yeah,
E.g.
Example?
E.g. means for example. E.g. It means for example. It's
For
a short way of
example-
writing for example. Yeah.
oh, for example, students came
Okay.
to the class in drips and drafts.
Okay. Good reading, Michael. Excellent reading. So dribs and drabs just means in small amounts, in small amounts. This is a very common English expression. And the example I've given is students came to the class in dribs and drabs. That means they came to the class in maybe ones and twos, 1 or 2 people at a time. Dribs and drabs, dribs and drabs. Thank you, Michael. Paula, number 2, please.
In droves, when people, animals, or things come in droves, it means a lot of them come. Example, people come to the demonstration in droves.
Correct. So in droves is the opposite of dribs and drabs. In droves just means a lot of people or animals or things come at once. For example, I could say people came to watch the football match in droves, Okay, it doesn't mean droves is a type of car or anything like that. It just means a lot of people came, a crowd of people came. So droves would be a synonym for crowds. Thank you, Paula. Hakan, can you read the first J1, please?
Jack of all trades. A jack of all trades is someone that can do many different jobs, but it is not an expert at any of them. I is a jack of all trades, but master of none.
I.e. means that is. Okay, so e.g. means for example. E.g. means for example. I.e. means that is. That is, which means another way of saying something. So IE is a very common abbreviation in English, the same as EG is. You will see EG a lot. For example, IE is that is. So he's a jack of all trades, but a master of none. So someone who is a jack of all trades, I don't know where this expression came from, by the way, but again, it's quite common. Someone who is things. For example, maybe they can do a lot of building things, such as being a carpenter, a plumber, and electrician. Someone who lays bricks or concrete. Maybe someone who can do all of those things is called a jack of all trades, but it also implies that because they can do so many things, they are not brilliant or number one at any one thing. Okay, it's like someone who can do maybe lots of different subjects at school, or who can play lots of different sports. They can do them well, but they are not a genius or not brilliant at any one of them. So a jack of all trades is someone who can do a lot of different things well, but is not a genius or brilliant at any one thing. Does that make sense, Hakan?
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you for reading. Okay, next one, please. Zung Ha.
Jet black to emphasize just how black something is, such as someone's hairs. We can call it jet black.
Good. Okay, this word here is emphasize. Emphasize. Okay, emphasize means to stress something, to put a lot of attention on something. Okay, so jet black means someone's hair is very, very black, such as your hair, for example, Zung Ha, is jet black. Okay, it just means very black. Someone who has jet black hair is very black. Again, I don't know where this comes from. And again, you will only see this word jet used with the color black. For example, you never hear about jet white or jet blue or jet yellow. You only hear about jet black. And usually it is used to describe someone's hair. So someone who has jet black hair has very, very black hair. There's no white or gray in it. Would you believe that when I was your age, I used to have jet black hair? I know, hard to believe looking at me now. But my hair when I was your age was jet black, same color as yours. Okay, does that make sense, Zung Ha?
Yes.
Okay, so jet black means very black, and it's usually a description given to someone's hair, man or woman. Okay, Kian, next one, please.
Yes. Jockey for position.
Yes.
If a number of people want the same opportunity and are struggling to emerge as the most likely candidate, they are jockeying for position.
Okay, good reading, Kian, very good reading. Okay, so this expression comes from horse racing. The person who rides the horse in a horse race is called a jockey. A jockey can be a man or woman, but that is the name given to the person who rides a horse in a horse race, the sort of race that people gamble on. Okay, and jockey for position comes from, in horse racing, when the horses are racing for the finish line, they often my connection there for a moment. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
good. Okay, thank you. All right, I'll go back just to sharing that screen again. And I will just start explaining that again very quickly. So jockey for position comes from horse racing, and it's passed into everyday language now. So it means that anyone who is in competition for something, and they have a lot of other people competing for the same thing, if they are trying to get to the front of the competition, it's called jockeying for position. Maybe a number of people apply for a job or a position at a university or something like that. They are called, what they do when they are trying to compete with each other is called jockeying for position. Jockeying for position. Does that make sense, Kian?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, and the last one, Knock, please. Knock.
I'm here.
Yeah, welcome, Knock.
The last one?
Yes, the last one.
Jog my memory. If you jog someone's memory, you say words that will help someone trying to remember a thought, event, word, phrase, experience.
Okay, well done. Good reading, Knock. Okay, so as we've mentioned before, many English words have two meanings. All right, this is another one, jog. So one meaning of jog is running. All right, if someone says they are going for their morning jog, it means they are going for their morning running, for exercise. So jogging means running. But jog also means to push something or bump something, to jog something. So jog my memory means someone gives your memory a push. Not literally, they don't hit you on the side of the head, but they give you a push using words that maybe will help you remember something. If you want to remember someone's name, for example, maybe someone will say to you, oh, that person, remember you met them at class last week. So they will mention that to jog your memory into helping remember the name. Does that make sense, Knock?
Yes.
Okay, so jog my memory, jog your memory means just to give you some word or thought that will help you remember something. Okay, jockey for position means when a number of people are competing for the same opportunity. Okay, jockeying for position means they all try to position themselves so that someone will come first. Jet black. Jet black describes the color of someone's hair. If their hair is very black, it's called jet black. Jack of all trades is someone who can do many jobs, but maybe not any one very well. Maybe someone who can do lots of subjects at school they are good at, but they are not brilliant at any one. In droves just means in crowds, okay? People came to the football match in droves, means in crowds. And the first one, in dribs and drabs, means a few at a time. So students came to the class in dribs and drabs. And again, all these expressions are very common idioms in English. Are there any questions about any of those? Okay. So we will go to today's little test. All right. These are three commonly confused nouns: habits, customs, and practices, because they all mean something similar, but they are not the same. Okay. Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read the first one for me, please?
A habit is something a person does regularly as a part of their everyday life, often without thinking about it.
Okay, good. Habit, you probably know this word. I think most of you will know this word already. Michael, do you have any habits?
Yeah, I have a habit that I sleep quite late.
You sleep late. Okay, good. Excellent. Good example. Thank you. So the example I've got is going for a walk every day before breakfast quickly became a habit. Okay, that's a fairly easy one. Paula, custom, please, custom.
A custom is something people in particular country or of a particular religious or ethnic group do because it's been a part of the culture or way of life for many years.
Correct. And the next line, please.
The custom of eating bánh that goes back many years.
Okay, so again, you should be familiar with this. A custom is a part of someone's culture or way of life, or maybe it's something to do with their religion. Okay, a custom. And it's usually something that has been part of the culture for many years, sometimes hundreds of years. Okay, hakan. Practice.
Hello.
Practice. Yes, practice.
Practice is a way of doing something which is usually used, especially in a particular country or industry.
Next, and the next line, please, the example.
The report condemned the practice of keeping prisoner in chains.
Okay.
Someone's behavior is
that's all right. Oh, that's the next one. Don't worry, Hakan. Okay, so practice. Okay, a practice is a way of doing something, okay, which is usually used. This is a little bit hard to explain, but hopefully the examples below will help you understand what a practice is. A practice. So it's a noun. By the way, in English, they often talk about a medical practice. A medical practice is what a doctor does. Okay, this is not to be confused with the verb practice, which means to do something over and over again until you get better at it. For example, you might practice the violin, okay, or practice doing math, right? This is practice the noun. Practice the noun, okay, is a way of doing something. And the last one, Zong Ha, behavior, please.
Someone's behavior is the way they act generally or on a particular occasion. The apparent behavior of a majority of friends ruin the event for everyone.
Okay, good reading. Thank you, Zong Ha. Okay, that word, by the way, is appalling. The appalling behavior. Appalling is a synonym for very bad. Appalling means very bad. I could say maybe there is appalling weather in Hanoi today. Appalling weather means the weather is very bad. Appalling is a synonym for very bad. Okay, so we all know what behavior is, I'm sure. Don't need to explain that. So, all right, you can see here we have 8 sentences. So please choose the best noun to complete each of these sentences. I'll give you just a couple of minutes to look at these, please. Okay, so you need to choose habit, custom, practice, or behavior. Choose the correct one for each of these sentences, and that will help you understand the difference between them. Okay, 2 minutes. Thank you. So, Kian, I will start with you, please. Can you read me the sentence, please, Kian, and tell me which noun you have chosen?
Okay. Number 1 is the people of Vietnam are proud of their history and customs. Kristen?
I think it should be customs is okay, but I think normally history and culture go together. Okay, culture, custom is okay, but culture is better. All right, so the answer is culture in this case. Okay. But of course I haven't given you that as one of the choices. So customs is okay. All right. Customs is okay. But normally it would be culture. All right. Thank you, Kian. So customs is okay for this. And it would need to be customs with an S. All right. Needs to be plural. So the people of Vietnam are proud of their history and customs. Okay, thank you, Kian. So that is correct. But like I was saying, normally it would be history and culture, which is slightly different. Okay, number 2, please. Knock.
I'm here.
Yes, Knock. Number 2.
It's now a common practice to allow calculators in math lessons.
Correct, Knock. Well done. It's now a common practice to allow calculators in math lessons, okay? Calculate, remember, practice means a way of doing something which is usually used, okay? So practice is the answer to number 2. Michael, number 3, please.
Parents need more control over their children's viewing habits.
Correct. Parents need more control over their children's viewing habits. Well done. Number 4, please, Paula.
In accordance with Muslim custom, he was buried within hours of his death.
Good, Paula. Excellent. In accordance with Muslim custom, he was buried within hours of his death. And Paula also chose the right word in terms of singular. It's not plural, this one. In accordance with Muslim custom, he was buried within hours of his death. Okay, number 5, please. Hakan.
He's pick up some bad habits from his new friends.
Correct. You could probably also use behaviors in this, but I think habits is better. So he's picked up some bad habits from his new friends. That's great. Thank you, Hakan. Zung Ha.
We hope to end the practice of employing children to work in factories.
Excellent. We hope to end the practice of employing children to work in factories. Kian, number 7, please.
It's sometimes difficult to keep local custom alive in a global age.
Okay, and this, you picked the right word. It's sometimes difficult to keep local custom, but in this case, it needs to be plural. Okay, so it needs to have an S on the end. So it's sometimes difficult to keep local customs alive in a global age. And the last one, Knock.
Should you reward children for good behaviors?
Good. Should you reward children for good behaviors or behavior? You can have either singular or plural for this answer. So singular or plural. That's great. Thank you, Knock. Okay. Michael, how many did you get out of 8?
I get like 7 out of 8. The last thing I was mistake with 8.
Okay. What? You put habits, did you?
Yep.
Yeah. A little bit of a trick question in a way, but behaviors is better. Okay, rewarding children for good behaviors. You could say habits, okay, but behaviors was the better choice. Okay, thank you, Michael. Paula, how many?
8.
8. Well done. Hakan, how many?
8.
8, Hakan. Excellent. That's great. Zung Ha, how many?
Dương Hà ơi. So slow. Dương Hà nghe
Is
thấy không
she
Dương Hà
there?
ơi? Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. Okay, I'll come back to her. Kian, how many, please?
I got 8.
Excellent. Knock.
I got 8.
Excellent. Okay. Zung Ha, are you back yet? No answer. Maybe she's gone to the bathroom. Okay. So well done to all of you for getting 8. All of you who got 8. And Michael, very close. Very close, Michael. Okay. Picking habits, okay, wasn't a bad guess, but behavior is the correct word. Okay, so now I hope you understand the difference between habits, customs, and practices. All right. Anyone, any questions about that before we leave that? Okay. All right, what we're going to look at now is we're going to review last week's paraphrase practice. I'm just going to share with you what she wrote when I can find it. Okay. I hope you can all see this. Remember, this is what you did last week. That's who we're missing. Tone. Mrs. Ha, have you heard from Tone at all?
I'm here.
Oh, Tone, you're there. Sorry, Tone,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had joined the class.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome, Tone. Good to have your company this afternoon. Now, remember last week I asked you to paraphrase this sentence. And I'll just move these out of the way so I can see it as well. Okay, the pressures of today's society often mean that both parents in a family have to work. Okay, this was Nam's paraphrase. Fathers and mothers nowadays have to work regularly due to the stresses of modern society, all right, which is a pretty good paraphrase. Okay, so instead of pressures, Nam picked stresses. Instead of parents, he put fathers and mothers. Instead of today's society, Nam chose nowadays, all right, which was very good. So that's a good paraphrase. Kian, can you read me your one, please? Can you read me your paraphrase?
In today's modern life, the pressure of society usually means that both the mothers and the fathers in a family have to earn money.
Okay, Kian, that's pretty good. Just one small mistake. How many mothers do you usually have in a family? How many?
So what I mean here is like in the family now, right now, like you can have like 2 mother, 2 father, you know, like LGBT. I can mean that.
Maybe, but I think the more correct one is just to have singular. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because you were talking about a family. All right. So normally in a family you would have one mother and one father. All right. So I know what you were saying, but it's probably best to keep with mother and father, just so that the examiner, whoever marks this, doesn't get confused, all right?
Yes.
Okay, so both the mother and father in a family have to earn money. Otherwise, the rest of that is fine, Kian. Thank you. Paula.
In the modern era, due to the tension of society, both of the marriage partners have to work.
Okay, that's pretty good, Paula. The only thing I would change is tension. All right. In this sense, tension probably isn't quite the correct word. All right. I would tend to use a word instead of the tension of society. That means something a little bit different from the meaning of the original sentence, Paula. Okay? Tension of society. You would usually use a word beginning with S, the same word here that Nam is used here, okay? Stresses.
Okay.
Stresses is better in the context of this sentence, all right?
Okay.
Tension usually means, what's a good way of explaining this? Tension doesn't quite mean the same as pressure or stress in this context. Tension means that people are going to maybe fight each other. All right, which is not quite what this sentence means. This sentence is more about pressure or stress. But the rest of that is fine, Paula. And that's good. Having marriage partners, okay, is a good paraphrase of fathers and mothers, all right, or parents. Okay, Hakan. Hello, Hakan.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, can you read your paraphrase, please?
Nowadays, because of the pressure of society, parents must work to provide for their family for money.
Okay, so a little bit, I just need to tidy up some of this grammar a little bit. Nowadays is fine because of the pressure of society. Pressure has two S's, Hakan, okay?
Okay.
Okay, remember, if this was a test, they would take a mark off you for that. Okay, pressure of society, parents must work to provide for their family for money. So you would really need to put money in here, okay?
Okay.
Where I'm going to put it here, provide money for their family. Then you can get rid of this altogether.
Okay.
All right, and the only other correction you need in here is because the original sentence, remember, talked about both parents, so you would still need to put that in here to your paraphrase, okay? Both parents.
Oh.
Okay?
What does that mean with both parents? I thought that parents will be mother and father, or not?
You are correct, but in this case, the original sentence is talking about is about both parents having to work. Okay, so you need to reflect that in your paraphrase. Okay, so it doesn't mean that that parents have to work. Parents usually have to work, of course, but the question is about both parents having to work, both the mother and the father. All right, so you do need to have both in here as well. Or to say something like the others have said, for example, Paula has said both marriage partners, Kian said both the mothers and fathers, or both mother and father, okay?
Okay.
So you do need to refer to both, Hakan. Thank you. Okay, Tone, please.
These days, living under the new pressures of society, both parents have to work for their family.
Okay, that's fine, Tone. That's good. That's fine. No problem with that. Thank you. Michael. Hello, Michael.
Bảo Minh ơi. Oh, why? I don't know why should I say.
All right, maybe he's gone. He was there before. I'll come back to him. Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
Yes, nowadays life is become more modern. Does mean the pressure of society are getting higher. Both parents in the family have to work to earn money.
Okay. I think with your, first of all, this word needs to be nowadays, okay? All right. It always has an S on the end, Zung Ha. All right. It's always nowadays, nowadays. Okay. It's never nowadays, always nowadays. Life is becoming more modern. I think a better word than modern in this context would be stressful. Okay. So I'll change that for you. And you are going to need a word in here, Zongha, before life. Okay. Can you guess what it is? Begins with the letter B. Begins with B.
The life.
Sorry?
Sorry, I can think of it.
It begins with B. Okay, it is this word. Can you tell me what it's going to be now?
Because.
Yes, it is because. Well done. Oops, wrong place. Okay, nowadays, because life is becoming more stressful, so you do need that in your sentence, all right, to help it make more sense. Because life is becoming more stressful, that means the pressures of society are getting higher, and then you would need a word in here like this to make it better, all right? So both parents in the family have to work to earn money. All right, Zungha? Hello, Zungha.
Okay.
Yeah, so have the changes I've made sense to you? The first one is you have to always have to have an S on nowadays, okay? It's always nowadays, all right? Because life is becoming more stressful, that means the pressures of society are getting higher. So both parents in the family have to work to earn money. So you need these linking words here, all right? So is a linking word, all right? And you need also another linking word here, because, okay? To make it more correct. All right, Zungha?
Yes, it's all right.
Okay, good. Okay, Nok, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Nok, how many did you get right in the test before, by the way?
8.
8, excellent, well done. All right, can you read me your sentence, please, your paraphrase?
Nowadays, people are living under lots of pressure from others. Working becomes the responsibility of parents to raise their family.
Okay, just a couple of corrections to this, Nok, I think. Nowadays, people are living under lots of pressure. You don't need to say from others, all right? Okay, so
Yeah.
this bit is actually redundant or unnecessary. Okay, nowadays, people are living under lots of pressure, but you do need a linking word here before working. Can you tell me what it is? A small word. You do. Yes, that could be one. Therefore, or the same one I used up here for Zungha. So or therefore. All right. Okay, but you do need the linking word there. One of those two. Okay. So
Okay.
we'll use the one you chose. Okay, which is fine. Therefore, working becomes the responsibility of, and the same thing I said earlier, you need to have the word in here, both, okay? All right, because that is what the original sentence is talking about, okay? Both parents in a family have to work because society is becoming more stressful and expensive. All right. So both parents have to work. So you need to have that in your paraphrase as well. Does that make sense, no?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. All right. But the rest of that is fine. Okay. So the only thing I really changed was you need the linking word there. Nowadays, people living under lots of pressure, therefore working becomes the responsibility of both parents to raise their family. Okay, so you all did pretty well with that. I only corrected some small mistakes. So, well done. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to let you have a quick break, just for 3 minutes, all right? Chance to stretch your legs or go to the bathroom or get a drink of water, and then we'll come back with the second part of the lesson. Thank you. Listen, this I have here is a table, which I hope you can all see. Please tell me if you can't see this table. This is the sort of table that you would get in the Ielts writing task 1. This is a very simple table, so I've chosen a simple one just to start you with. Remember, in writing task 1, you can get a graph, you can get a diagram, you can get a chart, like a bar chart or a pie graph. You can get a process diagram, like we looked at a couple of weeks ago when we looked at how electricity is made. And you can also get something like this, a table. So what I'm going to do in our lessons, for the next few lessons, is just to look at the different sorts of things that you can get as part of writing task 1, and how you go about analyzing them. And how you go about analyzing them, by the way, which I know some of you will already have remembered, is that you use the POT acronym. But we'll get to that in just a moment. So, Paula, I'm going to ask you. Hello, Paula.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Paula, can you give me a sentence that tells me what this table is about? All right, just tell me the sentence. No need to write it down. Just tell me the sentence. This table shows what?
The percentage of the attendance at cultural events.
It does. And where?
Like, namely cinemas, theaters, art galleries.
I mean, in what country? Yeah, in what country?
Oh, in the UK.
In the UK, good. At cinemas. And over what period of time?
Over a 10 period. Over period 10-year period.
Correct. Well done, Paula. Okay. All right. Kian.
Yes.
Okay, Kian, can you do the same thing? Now you've heard Paula do it, okay? Can you do the same thing for me, please? Can you give me a sentence description of what this table shows?
The table demonstrates the percentage attendance in wait, let me do it again.
That's right. Take your time. Take your time. Don't worry.
The table shown the attendance at cultural event in the UK, and in 10 years.
Okay, close. So you would say over a period, okay, of 10 years. All right. Over a period of 10 years. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Kian?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I'll try one more. Zung Ha.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me the sentence, please, describing what this table is about?
What describe the period 10 years?
Yes, you have to tell me what it describes, though. So normally you would start off with this table shows.
Hear me?
I can now, Zung Ha. Sorry, your internet was a little bit slow, but I can hear you now. Hello, Zung Ha. Hello. Okay, maybe she's still having trouble with the internet. Michael, please. Michael.
Yes.
Okay, I hope your internet is working okay now, Michael?
Yeah, I don't
The
think so.
table
It's still a bit glitchy.
shows
And there goes again.
Is that you, Michael? I can hear you, Michael.
the
Can you hear me?
percentage of attendance.
Oh, sorry. So Sung Ha is still
No.
trying to talk to us. Okay. Thank you, Sung Ha. If you can hear me, sorry, your internet is having a little bit of trouble with the internet. Michael, can you hear me? No, Michael maybe
Yes,
is
I
you
can.
can hear me again, Michael. Okay.
Rồi không, nó chả hiện lên một cái mạng nào nữa luôn để một cái tối.
Okay, Michael.
Yes.
Can you describe the table to me in one sentence? The same as the others have done.
This table.
Rồi nha.
Let me see. The paragraph.
This table shows. This table shows.
This table shows attendance at cultural events in the UK.
Yes. Over a period of what? Over a period of what?
Over a period. I don't actually know about.
Okay, over a period. Okay, so you can see here it says years, all right? First year, 5th year, 10th year. So it's over
10 years.
Yes, that's right. Over a period of 10 years. Over a period of 10 years. Okay, so I hope you've all got that now. Who haven't I asked yet? Tone.
Yeah.
Okay, Tone, can you give me one major feature of what this table shows? One major feature, just pick one.
Let me from like after 10 years, the attendance at cinemas and theaters events in UK, the percentage of the attendance increased. 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 Yes.
Correct. Okay, so after 10 years, sorry, Tone, your internet was a little bit, I couldn't quite hear all of what you said, but I'm guessing that you said to me after 10 years, the attendance of people at cinemas increased. Yeah, okay, that's good. Excellent. Okay, Knock.
I'm here.
Okay, Knock, can you, so I hope you heard, so Tone has talked about cinemas. Can you give me another fact from this table?
Let me think for a moment.
Sure. Have a look at the figures and then tell me something of significance that you can see in this table. So Tone talked about the fact that over a period of 10 years, there was a big increase in the number of people attending the cinema. So what can you see, Not?
Well, I think over the period of 10 years, the number of people who go to the art galleries and the operas have a tendency to decrease?
Not operas, okay? Okay, not operas. I think because opera, you can see the first year it had 5%, fifth year 7%, 10th year 6%. So first
So it
year
should
and the
be
10th year
classical
it
music concerts.
increased. Yes, classical music concerts, yep. And art galleries decreased by how much, would you say, approximately?
7%.
Yeah,
I
or what?
think.
Yeah, or give me an overall percentage. In fact, don't give me a percentage at all. Don't give me a percentage at all. Okay, if something was 11 in the first year, 11%, and in the 10th year it was 6%, how much has that decreased by? Not giving me a percentage. Has it decreased by 1/3? Has it decreased by 1/4? Has it increased by 3/4? Sorry, decreased. What do you think, Nock? Give me a fraction, please. Hello, Nock.
I'm here.
Yeah. So give me a fraction, please, Nock. So attendances at art galleries has decreased by what fraction? In the first year, between the first year and the 10th year, approximately.
I think it's decreased or half.
Yes, yes, that's what I was waiting for. Well done, Nock. Yeah, okay. If it was 11 in the first year and 6 in the 10th year, over the period of 10 years, it's decreased by about half. Not exactly half, but by about half. Same with classical music concerts. Okay, it was 10 the first year, 5 in the 10th year. So again, that has decreased by exactly half. Okay, that's good. Right, so what I'm going to get you to do now, thank you for telling me those things. I want you now to write it for me, okay? Use POT to write a description of the above table. Kian, what does POT stand for?
Is the P is mean paraphrase.
Correct.
O is overview, and T
Yes.
is two paragraph, detailed paragraph.
Two detailed paragraphs. Excellent. Very good. Okay, so please use the P and O of POT. Okay, I'm going to send you the link. Okay, I've just sent everyone the link on chat. Okay, can you please click on the link so that you can open the document and write on it? So all I want, okay, we've already discussed this. You've heard what people have said. I want you to give me a paraphrase, okay, of what the graph is about. And I want you to give me an overview sentence, all right, of maybe either the most or the two most significant things that you can see in this table. Is there anyone who doesn't understand what I want you to do? All right, I don't want you to write the two detailed paragraphs. We don't have time. I just want you to give me a paraphrase of what the table is about. Okay, so I want you to write down what we've just been talking about. And I also want you to write down an overview of the one or two most significant things you can see. Okay, please do that now, and I'll give you, all right, 7 or 8 minutes to do this. Shouldn't take you long because we've already talked about this. Now I want you to write about it. Same thing. Mrs. Ha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How was your bout? All right, so another 30 seconds, please, everybody. Hopefully the weather here will be better tomorrow, Mrs. Ha, so I hope I can go for a bike ride.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I spend too much time sitting inside, I'm going to get fat. Okay, everybody, let's look at the first sentence. All right, so we will go in the order of what I can see here. So, Hakan.
Yes.
Okay, Hakan, can you read me your first sentence, please? The one describing the table.
Describes the percentage of UK civilians who attend 6 types of cultural events in over 10 years.
Okay, all right. That's not bad, Hakan. So who it needs to be, I think, attended needs to be past tense, okay? Attend, sorry, needs to be past tense. So this should be attended, all right? Like there. Okay, so you can see I've changed it.
Okay.
The table describes the percentages of UK civilians who attended 6 types of cultural event in over 10 years. All right, there is something that needs to be made plural in that sentence. Hakan, what is it?
I think it's event.
Correct. Okay, so can you change it, please?
Okay.
And shall make this a bit easier so there's a gap between everyone's writing.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. Yeah. Thank you, Hakan. So yes, who attended 6 types of cultural events. And again, you don't need the preposition in, Hakan, okay? So I'll take that out. Like so, okay? This table describes the percentages of UK civilians who attended 6 types of cultural events over 10 years. Okay, so that sentence now is perfect. All right. So you understand the changes I made, Hakan?
Okay, I understand.
Okay, so even though describes is present tense, okay, attended has to be past tense for the sentence to make grammatical sense. All right. And here, because you are talking types, this is plural, this has to be plural as well. Okay, thank you, Hakan. All right, Kian.
Yes.
Okay, can you read me your first sentence, please?
The above table shows the percentage of people in UK attending 6 types of cultural events over a period of 10 years.
Okay, Kian, that's fine. That's almost perfect, Kian. Almost perfect. Okay, the only thing that's missing is one word. All right, one, and it is an article you are missing.
In the UK.
Correct. Can you please put that in, Kian?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, now it's perfect, Kian. All right. The above table shows the percentages of people in the UK attending 6 types of cultural events over a period of 10 years. Okay. I'm trying to think of, it has to be, yeah, because the UK, do you know what UK stands for, Kian, by the way?
United Kingdom.
Correct. And the United Kingdom is made up of a number of countries.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, good. So that's why it has to be the.
Yeah.
All right. So for example, you wouldn't say in the Vietnam, for example, or in the China, because Vietnam and China are just one country. But because the UK, all right, is made up of different countries, it has to be the. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think I just I'm typing too fast that I forgot.
Okay, that's good. But that's good, you know. So that's great, Kian. All right, well done. Good paraphrase. Michael, please.
Yeah. The table illustrates the percentage of citizens in the UK joining 6 different types of culture events over the 10 years.
Okay, so this one here is cultural. Okay, Michael, cultural. I think you said.
Yeah, I did
yes,
say
yeah.
that.
Yeah, cultural events over 10 years. Okay, Michael, that's very good. Again, just one word I would change. Okay, and that is this word here, joining.
Oh.
Joining, I don't think quite describes. Yeah, so what it says up here is attendance.
Oh.
Is it so? Joining doesn't quite mean the same thing as attendance. All right, so you need to use another synonym. Can you think of one, Michael? You could have attending.
Different from attending and joining.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Can you give me?
So you could have attending. You could have attending. Okay, but can you think of another one?
Can you give me a hint?
Let me see. You mean can I jog your memory?
Yeah.
Using the idiomatic expression before. I'll try and jog your memory. The table illustrates the percentage of citizens in the UK attending. There are a couple I can think of, but they're a little bit complicated. You would say probably need 2 words. Okay, Michael? Such as, to keep it very simple, going to.
Oh.
Okay, which means the same as attending. For example, we are attending the football match. We are going to the football match. Mean the same thing, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so joining isn't quite the same as going to something. You don't say, for example, today we're joining the football match. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If you say you were joining the football match, it makes it sound like you are going to play. In the football match. Does that make sense, Michael, what the difference is?
Yes.
Yeah. So whereas normally you're going to watch the football match. All right. So you don't normally say joining the football match unless you are taking part. All right. So I will just change at the moment, just so it's correct. I'll change that into, oops. I will actually change that to attending. Okay, because that's correct.
Oh.
All right. Any questions, Michael?
No. Thank you.
Okay. And the rest of that is perfect. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, who are we up to? Paula.
Paula.
Yeah.
I know you're still writing. Can you give me your first sentence, please, Paula?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. The table demonstrates the attendance rate of 6 different cultural events over a 10-year period in the UK. Overall cinemas and
That's okay. Stop there, please, Paula. I'm just looking at the first sentence, okay, for the moment. Okay, just one preposition is not correct, Paula. Which one? In your first sentence, Paula, can you tell me?
Of 6 different cultural events.
Yes. One of those words isn't correct. Which one? It is of, okay? Of.
Yes.
Okay, the attendance rate of 6 different cultural events. Can you tell me what of should be? It's not of.
At?
Yes. Yes, at.
All right.
Okay, at 6 different cultural events. Sorry, Paula, it does need to be at, okay, not of.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to think of another example to give to you to make it easier. I will use the football match one again. Today we were at the football match, okay? We were at the football match, means we went to the football match. So you don't say today we of the football match. We were of the football match. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to say today we were at the football match, not today we were of the football match. So the same thing with this sentence, the attendance rate at 6 different cultural events. Apart from that, it's perfect, Paula. Okay, well done. Knock. Knock, please.
I'm here.
Yes, can you read me your first sentence, please?
The table illustrates the rate of participation of 6 cultural occasions over the past 10 years in the UK.
Okay, Knock. Very good, but I'm going to say the same thing I said to Paula. All right. Okay, this one here, this of here, okay, has to be at. All right.
Yeah.
Has to be at. All right. And the same example that I used for Paula, just in case you didn't hear me. So we say today we were at the football match. We don't say today we were of the football match. Okay. So if you are going to something, you are at that event. You are not of that event. Okay, it has to be at. Okay, but the rest of that is fine. The table illustrates the rate of participation at 6 cultural occasions over the past 10 years in the UK. The rest of that is fine, Knock. Okay, good. Okay, just that preposition. All right, Tone.
Yeah.
Okay, your first sentence, please, Tone.
The table gives information about evolution of attendance at cultural events in the period of 10 years.
Oh, very close, Tone. Very close. Again, just one word. Just one word is not quite right. Okay. And it is this one. Okay. Can you tell me what it should be? It's not in the period of 10 years. It is. Begins with O. O.
On.
No, not on.
O.
OV.
Over. O.
Over. Yeah. Over the period. Okay. Over the period of 10 years. Oops, we both corrected it. Okay, over the period of 10 years. It is over 10 years, not in 10 years. Okay?
Okay.
Apart from that, the rest of that is fine, Tone. All right? The rest of that is great. A great paraphrase. Good work. All right, Zung Ha, last one.
The table shows the percentage of attendance at the cultural events in the UK over the period of 10 years.
All right.
Sorry.
That's all right, Zung Ha, just the first sentence, okay? And one small spelling mistake. Zung Ha, what is it? One small spelling mistake, tiny one. It's here. Okay, here. What should it be?
E and S.
Yes. Where does the S go? Zung Ha?
Events.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Has to be plural. All right. Because of course here there are all these events. Okay. So not just one event, but events. Okay. Apart from that, Zung Ha, the rest of that is perfect. Okay. Good. Well done. The table shows the percentage of attendance at cultural events in the UK over the period of 10 years. Okay. And if I wanted to be very picky, okay, I could get rid of this. Okay, you don't need to have the in that case. You don't need it. Does that make sense, Zung Ha?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone, can you turn your cameras on, please? That's the end of the lesson for today. Okay, who can't I see? I can see Michael. I can see Kian. I can see Nock. I can see Tone. I can see Zung Ha. Okay, and Paula is hiding again. I can see the top of your jet black hair, Paula. Okay, everyone. So that's the end of the lesson for today. Thank you, as always, for concentrating. Next week, we will finish off this exercise. All right, we will go over what you've written for your overview, and I'll get you to write 2 detailed sentences. And again, you did very well with the paraphrase. There were only small corrections that I was making to them. So it's good to see that you have got, you understand pretty well what is required. So I'm just making small corrections to your grammar and spelling and things like that. Any questions before we finish? Okay, all right, Kian, if you would like to stay, please, I will just have a quick talk to you. The rest of you, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and please stay safe from COVID next week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.